To this day.
Drake? The nigga that got bodied by Pusha T?
I hit him clean more times. I beat him.
I hope so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who is this Dwayne Johnson?
That should be select.
Who the fuck is playing anyway? Off the Top Podcast. Of course, I'm your boy Bushido Spirit. Here we have Mo.
Hey, what's up, man? Is everyone doing good?
This bitch was snitching.
Marcel just interrupting this shit. Goddamn.
I'm sorry,
man.
Mo.
We got Marcel
here.
here.
I apologize.
Yeah. You know what I mean, man? I'm gonna have to throw some new monikers out there, man. From this day forth, call me Senor Spicy, man.
Senor. Okay. That nigga say Senor Bell Pepper. All right. I fuck with it. All right. And we got the Truth here. The Truth. He's eating right now.
Chat shit.
Oh no, he's there. Okay, I'm sorry. I apologize. Go ahead, Truth. Go ahead.
I said, once again, I'm back. They call me the Brad Pitt of the chat shit. Always got a snack and your bitch on my lap. Let's get it.
All right. And you know what? While you all are here, go ahead and like that video. Everybody, all 7 niggas that are watching, I like to call out the number. Go ahead and like that. There should be 7 fucking likes on the video, nigga. There shouldn't be anything short. And all you niggas in the call,
like fuck Bush. Don't let them tell you what to do.
All you niggas in the call need to like the video too.
No, we gotta gas up for the recording. All 700 of you, man. I see you, man. It's great.
Shit. I don't know where my nigga. What my nigga AJ? He was stuck on this channel for 2 years. He didn't know that there was another channel. I was like, damn.
This nigga went for a whole real life time skip.
Yeah, he went on a time skip. Oh shit. But yeah, so go ahead and like the video. Also, subscribe to this channel if you coming from the other channel, because this will be the live stream channel. Truth got the other channel taken down because he was trying to stream the Grammys.
You lying bitch. This nigga Bush. No, I'm gonna tell the story. Hold it down.
It was Bush.
This nigga Bush and me are like, hey, Truth, let's stream the Grammys, dog. I was like, Bush, or okay, whatever. You know, I thought this was legal. Tell me why 30 minutes in, this nigga Bush said, oh shit, I think they caught us. Like we in the Matrix or some shit. That nigga running to the fucking pay booth phone and shit, man. Anyways, it's temporarily down. We'll be back in business shortly. No thanks to.
Oh shit. No thanks to me, man. Hold up. This shit is fucking. Oh, I got it. I had to find something. No, I had to get the link for this nigga Mo.
He was struggling with his guilty conscience.
I was trying to figure out what to say to lie again. But nah.
100% Bush's fault.
No, but yeah, like I said, so go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Also, once we're finished with this podcast, we will try to get that up on the SoundCloud, the Spotify, and the iTunes. Go ahead and drop reviews on those places too, because I would like for those things to be our mainstay and not fucking.
All right, enough of that. Come on, let's get to the news, bro. Come on.
What? Nigga, shut your punk ass up, man. Let me host.
Why are you talking to a nigga like that?
Let me host.
Just because my cousins jumped that one actor doesn't mean you gotta disrespect me.
Why the fuck?
This nigga tried to interrupt me. Goddamn.
Yo, you could interrupt something. Like, of all the movies you could interrupt.
Yeah, he want to interrupt the channel promotion. Like, what the fuck?
The plug.
The plug.
I'm just here to talk shit, though.
And this ugly, pretty nigga is talking about some channel art. Like, shut up, nigga.
The new channel look gray.
You hear what he said?
Like your hand, nigga.
Okay.
This nigga Butch said you're on channel art, pretty yours, nigga.
I'll second that notion.
Oh shit!
You clickbait every video with Marcel. Palestine conflict. Marcel just smiling at the camera.
Well, we'll get some channel art up there later, man. Like, I mean, I'm doing all the work anyway. Fuck y'all niggas. Anyway.
Wow.
Y'all so fucking useless, man.
Hey, you doing all the banning too, ain't you, bitch?
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the channel suspension. The channel was down temporarily for about 2 hours, and that was due to perpetual dick riding from Floyd Mayweather fans.
Perpetual dick riding.
Just dick all in the mouth. Just damn.
Yo, but like we are losing rational people on this planet, man. Rational people don't exist anymore. You know what I mean? Because a nigga punch real good, we gotta support his Gucci like antics.
Just dick all in the butt, dog. Like niggas just.
How they go from the mouth to the butt?
First of all,
no man,
Not supposed to do that.
no man, just niggas talking dumb shit in the comment section, dog. That shit crazy. Like
go ahead. What's some of the comments that they said?
Let me find some of them. Actually, that's a good idea. Let me find some of these dick riders here.
Ridicule these niggas.
Let me find.
By the way, there's nothing wrong with riding dick in 2019. Just we don't consent.
Let me find some dick riders. Hold up.
I doubt Floyd consents because he can't read the consent form.
Look at the video. If y'all can see that, the video.
Floyd a real one.
The video has like 9 likes and 6 dislikes. All right. Now the first video I made on Floyd that was pretty popular. The T.I. diss. I guess that was T.I. fans that were going to that one. That shit got like 23 likes and like 3 dislikes. But this Floyd response video got like 6 dislikes and 9 likes.
Wait, why are we talking shit about the T.I. dick riders?
Look, I ain't talking shit about them at all. I'm just saying that it was probably like a bunch of them niggas over there that like, hey, my nigga T.I. got one on Floyd. That's a win, right? That's a victory. And they were just watching every video that and listening to niggas react to the victory or something. I don't know. But yeah, like, hold up, let me find this some shit. Like, it was one knucklehead nigga on here, dog. Where the fuck is the comment? Why our comments is hidden, dog? We got 12 comments. I only see 4 of them bitches, dog. What is this? Them shits being screened? Anyway, fuck it. I don't even care about that shit. Like,
Bush, hold on. This is weird.
What?
Bush and I have the same recommended videos.
Do
the
we?
secret programmer. That's fucking crazy.
Do y'all shit?
Y'all the same person.
Secretly, we're the same person.
That's why you always call you cute. You're a narcissist.
Niggas was basically mad. They were mad. It was on Floyd dick. They were mad about because I was still backing T.I. even though Floyd responded. And did y'all all catch that Floyd response? What y'all thought on that shit?
Boo. He can't read.
Shit. You can't make fun of a nigga not being able to read. And he can read.
Yes, I can.
Yes,
Look,
I can.
He
can't read.
He just can't read well. He can read.
No,
though.
he can't. Bruh, did you see the Breakfast Club interview when he was trying to do his outro, just trying to say his name, bruh? My name's Floyd.
Look, yeah, I saw that.
This is the Breakfast Club, and my name is Floyd. Hey, what's going on?
Like, he stumbled over his own name, my nigga. Come on.
Yo, but you know what? He didn't slip up when he was caught outside that Gucci store, man. He said every word correctly.
Look. The man doesn't have to know how to read, man. I mean, he can read. Like, I'll take that, but he can read a little bit. I'm just saying that he put all his work and time into boxing. So reading was secondary.
Brain shaking.
I feel like this nigga doesn't even really know how much he's being paid. He's just like, how much am I getting paid? A lot. Okay.
Like, I want a car and a car up here. Like he don't handle his finances.
The money bag's real impressive, so you realize that's all that's left for $30 million.
Yeah, and I mean that's what T.I. was saying, and the dick riders was just like, you hating. That's niggas go to nowadays. You hating. Anytime you say some shit that's valid, it's always you hating on somebody. Like,
or they call you dick riders.
No, but how about this?
Nah,
how about
them
this
niggas
for a
dick
second?
riders.
How about this? How about this? Well, what if I am hating? Does that make me wrong? I'm still hating. Like I don't understand what the problem is. Yes, I am hating, but fuck you, I'm right.
No, hating implies that you don't have any valid arguments or disagreements with the person. Reasons. And you just hate the person for no reason. You hate them because they are successful. That's what it implies.
It's like a dismissal of everything you just said, basically. Like, oh, you hating?
Yeah, it's just dismissing everything. That's pretty much it is. What it is.
Unicorn said that Floyd fucked his bitch, which he did.
I mean, I got a video for you. I got a video for you guys.
Of Floyd fucking his bitch?
No, he fucked Tiny.
No. I got like T.I.'s response.
I thought R. Kelly was fucking Tiny.
Yo, Bush about to get his flag for like adult content, man. What's happening?
I don't. What are y'all talk? I don't have a video of Floyd fucking T.I. bitch.
My bad. R. Kelly was fucking Tiny. My fault.
Wait. You said you had a video of T.I.
Because her name is Tiny, nigga. That was the joke, nigga. like a child,
Yo,
nigga.
where's our drop? Off the top exclusive. Let's go.
Exclusive. Now, this ain't no exclusive. Some nigga named Urban Central got this shit. He ripped it off of T.I. What is this? The thing where they stream, the celebrity stream on? I forgot what it's called.
IG Live.
You live?
No, it's not. I don't think it's live. It's something else. It's another program.
Periscope.
It might be Periscope. I think it's Periscope.
Hold on, people use some Periscope in 20.
Yeah, that ass. Like, who the fuck is Periscope?
I don't know. Some shit. Goddamn it. It could be IG Live. But let me play the video.
That looks like IG Live, but
It does. Okay. I'm gonna play this video, and T.I. in this video, T.I. is discussing everything after the response.
Right.
Hey, look like he drinking a smoothie and shit.
What's going on?
That shit froze. Oh, no mind.
Man, I really want to know who the fuck DJ J Bling is. I don't know. Never heard of him. But I just like to clear some shit up. First of all, man, if I had any feelings about anything, I don't make songs, I pull up. Y'all know that, okay? If I really had a problem about anything, I don't make no song. I pull up. I just pull up, period. I ain't got no problem with nothing about nothing except going against the motherfucking people. That's it. Same reason I spoke up when Kanye was goddamn tripping, okay? Same reason I spoke up when Wayne was tripping. Same reason I spoke up against everybody else who going against the people. You ain't no different, bruh. And
I guess it responding to people talking about T.I. still mad that Floyd fucked his bitch, and he's essentially saying here that he don't care about that shit. He just trying to talk about Floyd being a coon or something like that. Let me play the rest of it.
I didn't have no diss record waiting. I did that shit that night, nigga. That night, nigga. That night. Did it at Mars Studio, nigga, in LA, nigga, that night, nigga. Fuck is you saying, bro? Shit, come on, man. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody exempt, man. Ain't nobody exempt. I got real friends that I had to goddamn, you know what I'm saying, that I went against. Real friends. You think you gonna be an exception? You think I'm gonna not say something to you, nigga? Fuck is you saying, bro? Never. Problem still, guess what I do? I pull up again, nigga. It didn't have shit to do with her. I mean, I say what I say and I mean what I say. I don't give a fuck one way or another. For the state, I'm glad.
Oh shit, Tiny with him.
Yeah, I did not know Tiny was there. Let me play the rest of this shit.
So he's talking about, I don't care you for my baby mama, and she said next to him.
But guess what? It wasn't nice enough for the state. Shit, I don't.
Let me go back.
Yeah, I mean, if she went over there and had a good time, that's damn nice for her. Wonderful.
Oh,
I ain't talking about you. That's them. I'm glad.
Yo, this might be one of the realest things I've ever seen, man.
It wasn't nice enough for the state. Shit, I don't.
Bro, he's talking about his baby mama getting fucked, and she said
I
nothing.
don't
That's
give
crazy.
a fuck one way or another.
Stop talking about it.
I don't give a fuck one way or another. You know what I mean? I say what I say and I mean what I say, bro. This ain't got shit to do with nigga. When I pulled up on you, it didn't have shit to do with her.
I did not know she was right there chilling while this nigga was talking all that shit.
That's weird. Where they at? That's the real question.
What? That nigga said if she went over there and had a good time and fucked that nigga.
That's on her.
That's on her. That's all right with me. Ain't got nothing. My beef ain't got nothing to do with that shit. And she was like, "Don't talk about that." He's like, they talking about it.
They right there.
He said, "Yeah, right."
You know, this is what I like about this, man. Like, they're acting like two real human beings. Like, these don't feel like characters in the sitcom known as Celebrity. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
With what it feels like is when these celebrities do anything, it feels like two chess pieces on a board, and we're saying who's gonna win, who's gonna happen. It's like these feel like real people. This dude is probably just chilling with it, like all this big, getting this by with the greatest boxer alive right now. You know what I'm saying? And he's just like, okay, that happened. Oh, well, really, it just happened. Like it's almost never spotted in real time. I love that shit. That shit's funny as fuck.
So what are y'all thoughts? I don't think y'all spoke on this. I don't think y'all were around for this. What are y'all thoughts on Floyd's overall response and him taking shots at rappers in general for promoting violence? That's what he said. He was like, "Why y'all mad at me for supporting Gucci when they just did one little mistake? You out here supporting these rappers who are making songs about killing that's perpetuated in our community."
He didn't write that. He can't read.
Okay.
Fuck the Lion King.
Okay. Hold on. Let's sit here and assume. Let's sit here and assume that he did right there. He didn't. But let's assume he did. Don't act like you care about the community. Like, what are you talking about, man? Like being like, oh, look at him. Look what he's done. It's like, okay. It's like even if he did do that, don't act like you care. Like, would you have said that otherwise if you didn't get called out for the bullshit you did?
I mean, I doubt he would have, man. Like he talking about some Dapper Dan and shit in his fucking his long ass Instagram post. Like I was with Dapper Dan before everybody. Like I mean, he do cool shit for his team on some Kevin Hart shit. You know, like buy his team cars and shit. But as far as the overall community and black people in general, he don't really speak on issues about us or do things for the overall community. It's just his particular team, and that's cool. He's about his team. I fuck with that. I like that.
There ain't nothing wrong with that, but the fact that you're using the community as a scapegoat, as most people do,
yeah,
and in a time where all he's trying to do is deflect, like, oh, don't look at what I did, how I'm supporting Gucci when they, you know, going against black people or being fucking racist or something, but let's talk about the dozens of other rappers and just get on them for what they do.
Yeah,
you know what? To be honest with you, you know what that sounds like to me? That sounds like probably the most damage you possibly could have done. Because say for a second somebody uses like Mayweather as an opportunity to talk about these rappers. He's not helping anybody by saying, oh, look at these rappers. It's never the biggest things that are assaulting the community or assaulting black people in general are not like what's it called, the people within that community that's suffering from the things that are suffering from that community. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, these rappers are involved in crime. These rappers are from these terrible neighborhoods and making music about this. But like those all have very systemic roots. You know what I'm saying? Like the biggest things are, you know what I mean? Like you're addressing people that are a product of the problem as if they are the problem. And if for a second people take you serious to be like, oh yeah, you're right, they are the problem, then you're not helping anybody.
I mean,
that very statement is making things worse.
I mean, he's doing what he did from the beginning. Like when that reporter approached him about the whole controversy. It's cool that he didn't know nothing about it, and it's cool that he still went up there into the store. But the whole issue with him is that he started deflecting and he started talking about some nonsense afterwards. Like, nobody give a fuck that you still support Gucci, man. Like, we knew you were going to do that shit. You Floyd. We know who you are, nigga. We know you the money nigga. We know.
Yeah, I kind of feel like this is like an OJ moment. You know what I mean? When someone above being black.
Yeah, I said that same thing. I told a nigga in the comment section, like, I'm not... What I said, I'm not black, I'm Floyd. I told the nigga that same thing, though. Like, it is like an OJ moment, man. Like a nigga that's so rich and powerful that he feels like he's completely above the community, and he don't want to be a follower. I don't even know what being a follower means nowadays. That shit could mean anything.
To be honest, like, that response that you just like that he gave, where he's talking about, oh yeah, what about the rappers that promote this stuff? That's like the most detached comment you could make. That's like some shit you'd expect out of a white person that hasn't stepped foot in any dangerous neighborhood in their entire life. You know what I'm saying?
Also, didn't he attempt to rap? Don't he have like a label of rappers and shit? Like, why you keep saying that?
Because he can't. Anything that involves him looking at a piece of paper and repeating what is on that piece of paper, he can't read.
Guess he has to rap off the top.
I kind of wish that this like rap thing kind of took off for him, because I know for a fact someone with a super cutting interview where they've been like, yeah, man, I'm like Jay-Z, man. I don't write my bars, man. They're all in my head. It's like, nigga, you can't write. What's happening?
Why y'all keep making... Look, I don't think we should dismiss him by saying he can't read, because he has made him and Al Heyman has made very big moves in the sport of boxing. They have helped.
Look.
They have helped tremendously.
He can hit niggas really hard, Bush. I'll give him that. He can shoulder roll all day.
It's more than that, man.
You can't give him a speech to read.
Look, man, he out here saving niggas' brains, man. He's telling the kids defense first, and you don't have to listen to the crowd. Like he's showing people how to be an entrepreneur in boxing, and not let these promoters corrupt you, man. That's a beautiful thing. But outside the ring, he be saying dumb shit. I agree.
Let me say this real quick. First of all, like, you have to understand there's a beautiful irony to someone being a genius in one regard and a complete idiot in another. You know what I'm saying? It's like, congratulations, you are a monster at boxing. If there are people you consider a monster at something, he is a monster at that. You know what I'm saying? But you are not a monster at writing words and speaking words. Like, you're really bad at that.
Or critical thinking in general.
I mean, that's why he got his publicist to do this shit.
That nigga has a swollen brain.
But to be honest, he's like super tone deaf too. Like he doesn't get like why that response was tone deaf too. You know what I'm saying? It's like you just don't get it.
Yeah, and I like I said in the video, man. Like I think we need to start to realize that we are the tastemakers. Like whatever we say, pops. Like I mean, niggas need to realize that all these athletes, these entertainers, these musicians, whatever you promote and back, you can make that product big as fuck. You can make that product blow up, man. Just with a song like that, like Migos with the Versace shit. Like anything that we sell in our records blows up. So why these niggas feel the need to sell this other shit? Like to sell products to companies that don't care about.
Can I draw an interesting comparison?
Go ahead.
I mean, go ahead. I was gonna say something, but it's fine. Go ahead.
In terms of celebrities realizing they're tastemakers, I think one of the most prominent groups to do it is actually the Kardashians. Because I know niggas be like, damn, why the fuck are the Kardashians famous, my nigga? That's because they're the best group of people at just being famous. If that makes sense?
Yeah.
Their superpower is being in that position where people are looking at you and being able to turn that shit into profit.
Awareness.
There's kind of like brand awareness or whatever that is. What a lot of people, besides maybe LeBron James, and I think even Messi to an extent, what a lot of prominent people that have gained their prominence just off of their own achievements don't realize is that once you are in that position, you become that kind of tasteman. Whether you want to or not, you are that. Kanye, I feel like, I mean, this might be a conspiracy, whatever, but I feel like he knows what he's doing in regards to his taste making, if not his actual thinking, where he's drawing attention to these trains of thoughts. Kyrie is again another example of someone who's trying to become that kind of cultural icon instead of just a cultural figure, and push a certain, use their platform, as some people like to say, instead of just shutting up and playing ball. These are examples of people trying to do that. Floyd, on the other hand, is more akin to like Tiger Woods, I guess, where you focus yourself so much on doing what you're good at, and of course, I feel like again, I understand that he's done these little charity things or pushing awareness, but that still just ties back into the boxing or whatever. If we're being honest, the actual pushing forward, like, hey, rappers are talking about these things. I don't think that's Floyd. For several reasons. I think his PR team is trying to push him in that direction, and I don't think this will end up going well for him. But I don't think even the man that team's trying to represent, I don't think he realizes exactly what he is, because he can't have access to that, because the people that are trying to talk to him have points that they're trying to push. He can't get an objective view of himself.
That's them dick riders, man. What you gonna say, Mo?
Hello,
Mo, are you here, nigga? Mo.
I was. What was I gonna say? That's a good ass question. It was to do with specifically with what you were saying. What were you talking about before Truth made that?
I was talking about
great comment.
Being tastemakers and how we are able to sell products and shit that don't support us.
Okay. All right. So a big thing about that is that I think what ends up happening is that the reason like a lot of those celebrities don't view themselves in that way is because the industry knows what these people are. They don't view them as human beings. They view them as commodities. You know what I'm saying? They view them the same way they view the Coca-Cola logo, or just anything they can market and sell to people. That, you know what I mean? They see them like a flavor of ice cream. And I guess people like a LeBron, right, that are famous for a certain reason, still see themselves as an individual, not something that you can sell until like you look at the Nike deal. That's him selling himself, his brand, his identity to a whole bunch of people. And then it's like, buying into LeBron is buying into what he is. That mean?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Like what he represents and shit.
Exactly, and I mean, I think another thing is like what LeBron obviously has over Floyd is that like it's more organic. He like it seems like he genuinely cares, as opposed to PR.
I never understood why rappers or like entertainers who had such a high platform, like Lil Wayne. I remember when Black Lives Matter came up as a topic to Lil Wayne, that nigga said he don't know what the fuck Black Lives Matter.
He doesn't.
And I was thinking to myself, like everyone respects Lil Wayne, right? Everyone says, "Oh, Lil Wayne, top 3 best rappers ever," but the nigga don't stand for the problems of the community that we're all aware to. He said he didn't even know what it is. And he gave a story, was like, when I was a kid, I shot myself and all the black cops ran over me looking in the house for drugs. And the one cop that saved me was a white cop as white as Santa Claus and shit. I'm like, nigga, that's not what we're talking about.
That's that low hanging fruit shit I talked about, man. It's like we reward white people for doing the smallest bit of kindness, and we blow that out of proportion. We think they're saviors just because, like that whole story about that white dude that braided that little girl's hair or put her hair up or some shit. That video was floating around with just a random white dude, like an event, was tying the black girl's hair up, and the media went crazy for that shit. It's like, oh my god, this is kindness. Like, come on,
this one white cop, he cares. All of them care.
I don't know if I said this on the podcast.
Yeah, it's like, come on, man.
I think I said this on the podcast, but like, this has just been something I'm pushing in general. It's like, you shouldn't be rewarded for stuff that's actively bad. You're not going from a positive place for doing something that should be ordinary. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going into a neutral place. You're in the middle now. Thank you. You're not like an exceptional person, but you're not an awful person either. Like, for example, somebody is homophobic and shit, and now they're not homophobic. You know, I'm like, oh great, he's not homophobic anymore. You're brave. You're a champion. You're amazing. Blah blah.
Like,
but like, no.
You're where everyone else is. Good job.
You're where you should have been this whole time. Congratulations. Yeah. Like, you're what regular people now, or at least what regular people should be. You know what I mean? And it's like, I don't know. You're not going from like, say, like 0 to 1. You're going from like minus like 3 to 1, like or 0.
Like, I never. It blows my mind because if I was like a famous rapper or some shit, I would be pushing this mass shooting happened. Like I would be pushing. Okay, all people who listen to my music, vote. Like. If all rappers did that, a majority of 18-year-olds, or like let's say people who listen to them, they turn 18, they would go vote. And let's say, because I'm personally a progressive, like let's say if they were a progressive candidate, that would push these young people to vote. And if young people voted, like the candidate they voted for in mass would never lose.
Well, regarding that, have I said this before on the stream that activism is a necessity, like successful activism is often a necessity? Have I said that before?
I don't know, but speaking of activism, Colin Kaepernick, he settled with the NFL. He got it's reported that he may receive up to $100 million.
Yeah,
for
exactly.
That settlement. So,
well, give the details on that, and I want to just speak on that after you're done.
Well, I mean, he's been fighting with the NFL. It was a collusion case, right? He was saying that the NFL colluded with I got several other people, and Jerry Jones and Trump, and they band together to exile him from the NFL, and they wouldn't hire him, and it was up to him to prove that shit. He hired his own defense team and whatnot, and so he finally settled that case, and I guess they gave in. Maybe they had some. Maybe Colin Kaepernick's team found some significant evidence or some shit. But yeah, they settled on some money, and he seems pretty happy about that. I got a picture.
I'll be happy for $100 million too.
Let me show you this picture. So this is him and his defense team. Supposedly, this was on TMZ. This is supposed to be after the meeting, so I don't know. But what are your thoughts on that? Do you think he is a sellout, according to Larry Johnson?
Hell no. Bro, like if niggas conspired against me and I had the legal like ability to make them pay for conspiring against me, I'm doing it.
What are your thoughts on people like, hey man, because this is the point that Larry Johnson brought up. He was like, it should not be about getting the bag at the end. It should be about exposing the NFL and the owners for the races that they are. So he essentially wanted him to continue on with his pursuit of the case, and to have them be exposed overall is the main goal that he wanted to set. Is what he wanted Kaepernick to do.
Well, why not kill two birds with one stone? Take their money and do the same thing.
Let me put it this way: the elephant in the room is obviously like you were going against the NFL, and now you're directly taking money from the NFL. But I think a couple things need to be said. First thing is we need to hear him say what he has to say, because I'm sure he wouldn't have done something like this without thinking he has to respond at some level.
Yeah, he hasn't said nothing yet. He's been pretty quiet.
Oh yeah. So I think over the last however many years that he's been pretty much blackballed, right? He's earned the benefit of the doubt, and he's also earned, people's patience. We should be able to like wait out until he's ready to speak about it and hear him out, all that stuff. And I mean, another thing that should be said is that people expect so much out of activists and stuff like that. And the big thing is that Colin didn't do this expecting to be an activist. He was just standing up for what he didn't.
Exactly. He didn't bring attention to himself. Exactly.
Like, this wasn't his career path. Like, I think someone mentioned this before, but like he lived his life wanting to be a football player. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what he was doing for a certain amount of time. And then he was thrust into this place, and he realized instead of being broke and sad for what I did this one time, I'm gonna be an activist. I'm gonna actively push this stuff, and I'm not only gonna try and bring back what I lost, I'm also going to help out a whole bunch of people that believe in this stuff and might not necessarily have, the time and means of doing this stuff.
Exactly. And people don't really realize this, but most of our activists, they die poor and homeless. Like they don't their lives don't end well for the most part. Like Malcolm X, he was struggling to make money. That's why he was under the Nation of Islam. The Nation of Islam supported him for the most part, but then when he left the Nation of Islam, he started struggling. So, like, I don't know why there's this stigma on activists that get paid. Like, you need to get paid to continue on. Like,
everyone needs a stable lifestyle.
Exactly. Right. Essentially, you're paying for them to do the work that your ass not doing.
Yeah, so, activism has to be. Well, successful activism has to be logical.
You cut out, True. What'd you say?
Yeah. I just said successful activism has to be logical.
Yeah, it can't be dumb shit, man.
Another big thing for me is we don't know if he stepped down from his ideals. We don't know if they tell him to sing the national.
Yeah, we don't know we don't know what they found. And if what they found was enough to go ahead and try to win that case against the NFL. And also at the end of the day, his whole goal was to play for the NFL again. I believe he said that. So how he gonna play for the NFL if he got a case against the NFL? That shit don't make no sense. People complaining about that shit. Like you can't, man. You can't do that. Like, they gonna hire that nigga back and he got a pending case against them. Like, come on.
I'm not waiting for him to do this, obviously, but if he does decide to continue to take his nails, that's a bigger platform and a bigger sign of protest than what he could have done outside the NFL.
Yeah, and also, the NFL accepting this deal as an admission of guilt anyway. So, yeah, like we don't see niggas that take plea deals as innocent. Like, come on.
Exactly. Like, who really lost? Like, the way we look at this is that he's not the one that actively said, I'm not gonna ever work for the NFL ever again. That the niggas that pretty much blackballed him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And go ahead, I'm sorry.
So if anybody had to be anyone had to submit to anything else, it was the NFL submit to call it.
Yeah, pretty much. And it ain't like they would have fired all the owners anyway. Like that what was gonna be their penalty? no draft picks or some shit.
None.
Like,
Not
what
shit.
the fuck?
Not shit.
Like, come on. Let's
like we like all black viewership.
And before we get into that Jussie Smollett shit, which is gonna be the biggest shit we talk about probably, because that shit is confusing as hell. That shit is like a TV show going. That's like Empire, nigga. It's like the script
What are you
writer of
talking about?
Empire wrote that Jussie Smollett shit. That's the dude from Empire, Jussie Smollett, got attacked. He said it was a racial attack, and the story is not correct, and everything is going wrong. Like I'll explain it when I get to it. But let's jump right into these trailers though. We do have a couple of trailers here. He said no confusion. He lied. Look, some people say that. All right? I'm not willing to go that far. He most likely lied, but I can't. I don't want to, because it's getting more and more suspicious. Like,
yeah, pretty wild.
This shit is crazy. The first trailer we're gonna watch is this long shot shit. Let me go ahead and cue that shit up for you.
Yo, we watching the extended Doom Patrol trailer too?
That wasn't extended Doom. Nah, I ain't watching no goddamn extended Doom Patrol. I mean,
why not?
The show,
only because we watched that shit last week. It came out Friday. Oh, it dropped Friday? Actual episode?
Yeah. First.
Look at Bush just hate when I don't know what he's talking about.
Look, man. I mean, I'll see if I can cue it up. But I'm talking about that Seth Rogen movie, The Long Shot. Can y'all tell me if y'all see that shit?
Charlotte, I would like to endorse you to be the next president of the United States.
Oh my God.
You've been a great secretary.
Of state.
Which state again?
All of them?
Is the Secretary of State looking at us?
What? I kind of know her.
It's like kind of knowing a mermaid.
Do you tell people that?
She probably doesn't remember who I am.
Secretary Field would like to speak with you. With me?
I can't shake this feeling that we know each other.
We do.
We do?
Picture me, I guess, maybe like 20 years younger, but like this.
Flarsky?
Yeah!
What are you doing these days?
I'm a journalist.
You're a great writer, but sometimes you're a little too much.
I don't think I am too much. I actually think I'm the perfect right portion.
It's really nice to see you.
So y'all watch this trailer.
Track it down! I'm okay. Do policemen just call me a cracker?
What?
What's up, Bush? We should be talking for the trailer. Let's stop
to babysit for him. You babysat for him?
You're right, yeah.
Time has not been kind.
Dicks.
I need some writers to punch up my speeches.
Oh, that's the perfect camouflage.
So scary.
It's the dick force field.
Right before you, I should kind of get to know you better.
I actually have 7.
YouTube's adult census have retrieved the word dick from your channel.
By the way, there's channels full of reaction videos. If they hit us for this, man, fuck them niggas in the ass.
No, them niggas always get hit.
Yeah, they get. I mean,
You get hit.
I mean, they stay up though. Like they shit stay up. So, do they get hit? I mean, if that shit is really that damaging, them niggas will stop doing reaction videos. Like,
But then if you were getting those type of views, man.
Oh yeah, you're right.
What is your favorite book as a kid?
The Velveteen Rabbit.
Favorite song?
Must Have Been Loved by Roxette.
Most embarrassing moment?
I don't embarrass that easily.
I don't either, really.
What's your favorite sexual position?
Normal? Front-facing normal? What kind of question is that?
All it took. Look at you.
What's your favorite sexual position?
Don't be gross, Fred.
Do you like date?
I mean, who wants to follow me around the world and only have 5 minutes to be affectionate?
Yeah.
We did almost just die.
We actually did
This
all
movie's
this
like
stuff.
white people fun.
This is white people.
We need to move you.
Thank you, Agent M.
It's Pretty Woman, but she's Richard Gere and you're Julia Roberts.
Honestly, this has been the best few weeks of my entire life.
Was that Ice Cube?
Ain't no goddamn Ice Cube.
I see where you're going with this. We're to start
Stop,
dating Danny DeVito. Pretty negative reaction.
The last time you got high was at a Swing Doctors concert.
Every white people movie has a nigga looking over the beach at some point.
I'm in so much trouble.
What's happened? Are they out of water?
Also, I feel like there's like this inevitable route like these white comedian like actors go. It's like they stop telling jokes. They just kind of just show up and they just think it's funny. Like, they're not doing anything.
That's what that nigga Mr. Anime Tail said. He said he does a fat guy gruff voice or some shit. He said.
Yeah. She's like, oh look, I'm Seth Rogen eating a papaya. Look at me, I'm Seth Rogen drinking some tiramisu.
Man, that nigga Seth Rogen has some funny movies. Like that Knocked Up shit was fire. I remember watching that.
I think Seth Rogen seems like a genuinely likable dude. It's just like
and the animated film where the food was getting ate.
Oh, with the food.
Yeah, that shit was fire, dog.
Yeah, it was fucking.
I like him because he's a comic book fan and gets a lot of comic book related stuff adapted. Man.
You said it was comic book related.
Yeah, I mean, no. I was saying that Seth Rogen gets a lot of comic book related products out there. Like he's the guy that produced that Preacher show.
Oh, he did he? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That show was pretty good.
YNW Sharingan. What is that? These niggas talking about rappers activating this shit. Oh, he killed his best friend.
Oh,
YNW Melly. YNW. Okay, I get it. YNW Melly.
Your shit counts. Like, is it just me or does this shit sound garbled a little bit?
Oh, my shit sound garbage.
Anybody else hear that?
Yeah, that shit booty.
Oh shit!
Like some
yeah, Seth Rogen did carry Pineapple Express, man. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, it's like you said, it's like a super white film, man. And super white films are good films to just watch in the background. It's relaxing. And
Pineapple Express wasn't white to me.
Low-key, I do want to watch a film called Super White Film. I want to watch that. You better come out with that shit.
But ain't nothing really dropped. We got that Pokemon
High School
trailer.
Musical is a super white trilogy.
It is.
It's the whitest trilogy of all time.
If they would have made a Double Dutch 3, I would disagree with you. But yeah, you're right.
A Double Dutch 3.
All right, next one. Next.
Like next. We got Pokemon, by the way.
Oh yeah, that 60-second shit.
Yeah. You saw that shit? Okay, let me play it. Play it for those who didn't see that shit.
This nigga Morgan said High School Musical over Friday. Get the fuck out.
That nigga Truth better not say shit. He just dissed the shit. Now you go.
Well, how did I diss it?
All right, actually you didn't diss it. You were just being honest. I fuck with it.
Hey, let's watch some Detective Pikachu, man.
Pokemon Detective Pikachu. Only in theaters, May 10th. Only.
There you go, Pokemon Detective Pikachu. A lot of people.
I'm gonna just put this out there. They managed to find a way to make Mr. Mime look like even more of a pedophile.
Mr. Mime, my nigga, though. I'm sorry. I fuck with that character. I mean, he do look like a pedophile, but I fuck with that character. People were saying some dumb shit. Like, they were saying that Mr. Mime. They were saying that this Detective Pikachu overall got the same bad CG effect as Aladdin. I was like, what?
They're stupid.
Nah, I disagree. I mean, it's not crazy good either, but like, it's definitely better than like shitty ass Aladdin.
But how better can we get with live action Pokemon? Like,
I mean, I was talking about this with someone because I'm a fucking nerd or whatever, right? But like Charizard looks too much like a regular dragon. Like he got like too many scales. He's not orange enough. You know what I'm saying? Like he just looks like he's
can't be just smooth, Mo.
Yes, he can. Yes, he can. I was talking to someone about this. I'm like,
you want your Charizard to have a Brazilian wax?
No. I always imagined that Charizard had more of like a whale texture, like that rubbery sort of plastic texture.
You imagine wrong. Next question.
Yeah, and they going for realism, man. They want to get the skin wrinkles and shit in there, man. Like, come on, you can't have Pikachu looking all furry. And
you know how ashy a Charizard with skin would be, my nigga?
I have a couple ideas. I've seen some ashy niggas in my time.
Oh yeah, we are in the call with Bush. That's facts.
Okay.
Stone is a secret Charizard. Is that what we saying?
I don't know what the fuck this nigga Mo saying. He want a naked Charizard.
Yeah, man. I want that nigga with none of them scales, man.
You want a baby smooth Charizard.
That's why he got the scales so we can take them off for you.
You know what? Either give me some give me baby smooth or give me scales that are so smooth that like you can barely see them shits. Like it's like texture or some shit.
But nigga, like I understand that Charizard isn't a dragon in the show, but the nigga is a dragon.
That's facts. Charizard is the dragonest non-dragon I've ever seen since like.
But he look like doo-doo though.
Nigga, no, bro. I'm looking at this nigga Charizard. This nigga Charizard looks ferocious.
He do look scary, man. Look, it don't make. What are your feelings on Pikachu then? Like, if you want Charizard,
Pikachu look like ass.
Yeah, Pikachu look alright.
He look like ass. What?
He look alright, but Charizard don't look crazy.
Pikachu look dope, man. That nigga look. He look better than he did in the cartoon, dog. In the anime.
Pikachu look like he got Rattata fur.
I'll say this: even if you think like Pikachu look awful, Pikachu on some level is kind of adorable. They're selling like loads of toys at it.
Except that voice, man. He got that nigga voice, man.
Overall, look at
I mean, but like he's a merchandising machine, man. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a merchandise machine. He's gonna be selling they're gonna be selling Pikachu everywhere.
They've been doing that.
Yeah, but now they can do it again. I mean,
look in the chat, Mo. Look in the chat.
Who's 5 flying type?
Look in the chat.
What? What, niggas agreeing with you, nigga?
That shit ain't wrong. Nigga.
What are you talking about?
Nah, that's correct.
The GIF I just posted.
Oh, you talking about? You talking about this chat? What the fuck? Can they go to 2 chats? Nigga?
That shit do look tough.
That shit tough. That dude.
Charizard look like doo 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 doo.
That nigga look real.
But Charizard from the anime, I feel like I could beat that nigga up.
Yeah, like
you fought wrong. That nigga be on Arcuno. What the fuck you talking about, nigga?
That's because he's weak to fire. He not gonna beat a normal nigga.
Hold on. I don't care about the type advantage. That's a legendary bud, my nigga.
Yeah,
not that legendary for small salamander beat.
Behind this nigga tail, bro. This Charizard look dirty.
Yeah, I fuck
he
with
does.
it, man. I don't know what this nigga
not only does he
look
geriatric too. This nigga's whole torso look like a bull sack. Look at that nigga, the wrinkles.
He's a dragon.
That nigga do need a tummy tuck. Not gonna hold you.
Hold on, you're telling me the defining characteristic of a dragon is that their torso look like a bull sack? Is that what you saying?
The thing is, Mo, if you lived in this world, are you gonna tell him that his chest look like a ball sack, Mo? Are you gonna walk up to that fucking dragon and tell him that?
Yes, I'm gonna tell him that. You know why? Because I'm gonna throw a Pokeball at that nigga at the same time. You don't have time to fly me out.
That's a fucking that could kill you, Mo.
Realistically, if you live in a city like this and there are Pokemon like this walking around, throw a Pokeball at that nigga and run away before he gets out of that bitch, man. It doesn't honestly just do that shit.
But the thing is, what if that nigga slaps it away? Because Pokemon have been known to slap away Pokeballs.
Have you seen this nigga's hands? It's just tiny as fuck.
That
Look at him.
Look real. Look at that shit.
That nigga not slapping shit.
That nigga Death Racer said all these Pokemon look like trash.
Thank you.
You right.
I don't think they all look like trash. Bulbasaur looks pretty good.
Bulbasaur looks worse than Charizard.
I don't see what y'all niggas is seeing, dog. This shit look good to me, man. Like why does it? They look the same as they did in the anime, but they got texture now.
Yeah, like
I'm gonna just throw this out there. Like, can we agree that Mr. Mime look like a pedo Humpty Dumpty though? That nigga look like a pedo.
And when you agreed that him looking more so like a pedophile is good CG effect?
Yeah.
What? That's the goal of CGI? More pedophilia?
Wait, what?
Look, the goal of CG is to make something look more like what it's supposed to be, man. It's to make it look realistic.
I ain't talking about no pedophilic ass Mr. Mime.
Y'all tripping, man. Anyway, I mean, I think we talked about this shit enough. Are you niggas going to go see the film is the final question.
Hell yeah, I'm going to see this.
Maybe.
That nigga Mo lie. He go see everything. That nigga gonna be in the front row with kids throwing sour patches at each other.
I'll give you an idea where I'm at mentally with this. Where I'm at with this movie is that like if there's nothing else coming out that I want to see more than it, I'll probably see it. But like then I'll probably have a bootleg online when it's out there like later on. I don't know. That's where I'm at right now. Nothing too exciting.
All right, let's move on then. Pet Sematary is getting a remake.
Oh shit!
Hey, Stephen King.
Like this is why I hate Hollywood. They remake every fucking thing, but they don't create nothing new. That should be making me mad.
I mean, wait. Who was the fucking author who basically created every story that could be written? Who was that?
I literally just said Stephen King.
No, it wasn't Stephen King. It was Shakespeare. Like, yeah, it was Shakespeare. Like, you can only rehash a story so many times without having like the repetitive beginning, middle, and end. Like, but
I don't think that's necessarily the goal, though.
We got fun facts from Marcel. All right, that's
I don't think that's necessarily the goal, though.
But what is the?
Let's play this fucking trailer, nigga. That's the goal, bitch.
Okay. Whoa.
It's a real tough guy.
I don't see the trailer there.
I'm honestly tired of movies with white people.
You say Nicki Minaj gonna voice Jinx.
Yeah, man, you just gotta wait for that new Jordan Peele movie, man. That shit about to be
That's
fire.
racist.
I really do prefer like minority people starring in movies. I'm tired of this shit.
I mean, like, I don't think it's racist though to be tired of movies with white people. Like, they're literally in everything. Literally in everything. Man.
I think that sounds pretty racist.
I don't relate to these white kids in the movie in the woods and shit, like fucking around with dead animals. I don't relate to that.
And white
That
kids
should be breaking my
relate.
immersion. What's that sound? Let's go investigate. What?
No.
Except for Scooby Doo, they knew what the fuck was up. Shout out Shaggy, Ultra Instinct and all.
Ultra Instinct Shaggy.
Would you do it for a Scooby snack?
No.
You popping Scooby snacks like they sent Scoobies and shit.
Apparently, y'all don't give a fuck about this trailer.
Nah, not really.
Just white people doing white
You know what
people.
I care about copyright strike. Look you back, keep talking, Devin.
Hey, it's the old channel, nigga. We don't give a fuck about this channel, bro.
Don't say that while the subscribers are watching, dog. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Nah, I care. I love this channel. This is the best channel ever, man.
I should never have shown you that place.
I mean,
Somebody said, why we gotta relate to everything? I mean, like, to be fair, like, everything else is about white people. It's not a matter of, like, whether we have to relate to everything or not. It's like, we there's not even really much out there.
Well, I mean, Hollywood made it that way, man. That's why you don't see no niggas in these movies, because white people can't relate to niggas.
Somebody said it.
Like, so I mean, that's all it's about, is being relatable. That's why these politicians pander.
Yeah. Mr. Anime Tail said, but this light skin in Detective Pikachu is so beta. Why the media only pushing gay or feminine black men? I mean, I don't relate.
That's the question for Mo, man. I can't answer that question.
I'll do that. I mean, here's the thing. Like, outside of like the people that you were saying that pushing like gay or like quote unquote feminine black men, right? The other things are ultra like hyper masculine, like a street dude or a thug. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know. Like, it just sounds like they've got two very big extremes.
But why can't he be a regular nigga? Like,
I mean, how is he beta? Like, just because he's a comedian though. He's like he's a comedian. So
his movie is kind of like unsure of himself, nervous, had a goal, didn't achieve his goal, so he gave up on his goal. Now he's gonna go get his goal again. He's nervous about it. Like,
that's the same character as arc as Finn. So I mean, from Star Wars,
Finn was that nigga.
What was he? Not in that first movie.
Not what?
You talking about Force Awakens?
Is that the first movie where he fought a Jedi, or am I tripping?
Yeah, he fought a Jedi in it. No, he fought a Sith Lord in that movie.
That nigga was sweating and trying to get the cheeks the whole film.
That nigga abandoned the whole stormtrooper army.
He failed to get the cheeks. He got friends on at the end of the movie. Man.
Oh, he did.
I mean,
you're right.
But the thing is, Finn was a sweaty ass, tired nigga in the movie, and that's what we will all be if we were in his situation. Sweaty, dirty, tired.
Why you gotta say dirty, dog?
Because that nigga was in that movie.
That nigga was literally in the desert for like 3 days.
Dirty.
That nigga was on Ray dick, and it's funny because Ray was on his dick outside of the movie. So, like, you saw the way she looked at him during interviews.
Yeah, Loki, that romance in the movie is funny as shit. Finn's over here like, I'm in love with the first woman I've ever met, and then like Ray's over here like, I'm in love with like mysticism and the Force. I'm a little Skywalker, nigga.
I don't know if that's the first woman he ever met. That's women stormtroopers, man.
Yeah, but like
wasn't the chief one a woman?
Yeah.
No. No, you're definitely right. There definitely were female. Like literally, what his commander, what was her name? Phasma was a woman.
Yeah, Phasma.
That was a woman.
Phasma. I mean, let's not forget in Star Wars in the prequels, there's only like 3 women in the universe. So
Daisy
and one of them was the love interest and his sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it was cool. They gave him the cute Asian girl, man. That was cool.
Oh, my bad. Spoilers if y'all haven't seen Star Wars.
Spoiler alert.
She might be. Look. This is no reflection on the actor, but she might be one of the most useless characters in that time.
Useless.
Look,
So
man,
useless.
she was a love interest for Finn, man. That's all we wanted at the end of
But
the
the
day.
thing
They
is,
tried to play her like an action hero, and she wasn't very effective at it. She was a pretty terrible action hero.
Like
at the
Finn
same
was
time.
gonna sacrifice himself for the fucking for the rebellion, and she fucked it up.
Look, man, anything to keep that nigga dick away from Rey's what they were trying to do, man.
What?
You know, I mean, these nerds are already
Sound
angry,
like
man.
a hater, dog.
Look, man. I mean, come on, man.
Yo, I mean, I will say that like Star Wars fans might be some of the worst like fans. Period. Just in general, like the niggas is like garbage.
That Asian girl was
yeah,
not
let's piss
ugly as
off the Star
fuck, man.
Wars
Stop
fans.
it.
That'll be
She
fun.
was cute.
Boy,
She was average.
All right,
but she was cute.
all right. Hold on. She wasn't attractive. That's just me putting out there. Like I think her sister was more attractive, the one that died at the beginning.
Nigga, she was cute. Hey,
Bush, you lying.
Let me pull up a picture. I'm gonna find a picture of her, dog. I got to, dog.
You can find a whole gallery, and you ain't winning this.
Oh, this nigga
You're just gonna
got
give him a
jokes.
specific example to say she's not cute. What you say, Marcel?
I said she looked like that Asian nigga from The Hangover.
Not the nigga out the trunk, though.
That nigga, she looked like him.
Wait, what was her name? I'm typing in Asian girl from Star Wars.
Yo, you know what I low-key hate about these new Star Wars movies? Poe Dameron, Oscar Isaac, the Mexican dude. He was the coolest nigga in the first movie. Second movie, they made a bitch made as hell. Oh my god, man.
But the thing is, like, at that point, he was out of his element. Not only did that bitch fly in from space, shot that nigga with a laser beam, he was being sabotaged by his own crew in his mind. Like, he was out of his element in that point.
I found the picture, dog. Oh, I got it.
Okay, hold up. All right, go ahead.
Who the fuck alarm going off behind me? The fuck? Somebody robbing somebody's car, though.
Yeah.
They taking your car, boy.
Yeah, nah, nigga. I got a bicycle, though. They can have that shit, man.
Fam. This is like when the fat chicks post the face pic, like, super close up.
I mean, hey, look. Ain't nothing wrong with a chunky girl, all right? Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
What's up? You too good.
But
They say, Marcel, you too cute for that.
look. Ain't nothing wrong with a chunky girl, but in this movie, no.
Yo,
No.
look,
how you gonna be fat in space?
Yo, boy, you just made it on my hit list, man. You're one of the niggas I don't mess with. You know I don't mess with you, man. I don't mess with you because you're the one that been gassing up these fat chicks, man. You're the one.
As all niggas say, fat girls need love. Have you ever had a fat bitch suck your dick, Mo? That shit crazy.
No, I'm good, man. I don't need
No, you not. They great.
That shit crazy.
Oh, shit, man.
I don't need Cheeto dust. In my dick,
Boy.
They'll lick it back. Oh,
oh, God. I just thought about it. Like, oh, God.
A fat girl can put a chicken wing in her mouth and pull the bones out.
She be circumcising your dick, man. With her mouth, man.
Exactly. Nah, man, I'm good.
Unwrap a Starburst in her mouth, dog.
And then make
crazy, man.
origami.
All the extra cheek, man. That's more cushion for your dick, man. It's warmer. It's like an oven, nigga.
Nah, Bush. In this movie, boy, in this movie, that ain't it. That ain't
Actually, to be honest with you, I appreciate niggas like Marcel, man. If you take it down the fat chick, that means there's more for us, man.
I mean, look, she cute to me. I don't fuck what y'all say, man. Like, yeah.
That sacrifice, and it's gonna be true.
No, you get fat, so you don't have to be with fat bitches. That's
yo, hold on. Crazy man broke some good shit, man. Hold on. Coolene was bad, man. Coolene Wayne? Yes.
Whoa. The finest, if we looking at comic book and movie Asian women, the finest Asian woman is Melise Zhao from The Flash.
Oh, yeah, she was on from Zoe 101, right?
They got a new chick in Flash?
No, it's the Asian woman.
I ain't watched Flash in a while, nigga. I don't know.
That's great.
Yeah, I think she played Linda. Type in Linda.
Yeah.
No, let me type it in. Hold on.
She's the woman that ends up with Wally West.
There's this tennis player that beat Serena Williams. She bad as fuck. I don't know what that got to do with this.
Oh, you talking? Yeah, the black girl. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, not the black girl, nigga. Melise Zhao, the Asian woman.
I was like, oh, yes. She got beat again? Hold up.
No, we got into two separate conversations. My fault. Bush was remembering the tennis player.
Yeah, from Flash.
Asian from Flash. Okay, let me find it.
I literally told this nigga her name.
This is why diversity matters, kid. We can Google the Asian from Flash and find one person.
Wait, what's her name again, dog? It didn't find it.
Melise Zhao.
I can't spell. How you spell that shit, dog?
Nigga, just
Floyd ass nigga. Floyd ass nigga.
Correct, nigga. Just type it in how it sounds.
He don't even know how it sounds. He ain't learned syllables.
Bush like Floyd, for real.
Man, paste that shit. I can't find it. Shit.
This is why. Hey, wait. First off, say T.I. was right. Then we'll give you how to.
Wait, I found the Asian chick. Is this her dog? Hold on. I found.
Yo, Bush, say the Dempsey role walk in a real fight. Then we'll give it to you, bro.
It does. It does. Is this her? Is this her, man?
The Dempsey roll's a real move. Like, a nigga actually did that shit.
I don't see what. Yeah.
That's her. Okay. I mean, she good looking. Yeah, I fuck with it. She does look nice. You're right. You're right. Now, she ain't better than like most say. Yeah, add a couple pounds to her, and she look just like that other chick that Finn was dating in that movie, though.
What she know?
I just imagine myself with these bad bitches just look at his lips like, yeah, eat that cheeseburger, damn it.
I see you munching and crunching all on that food. I know it should look like an ocean when your ass in the nude. I wanna feed you already.
Nigga, that's a song about you.
Damn. Anyway,
that's kind of.
I'm not even gonna watch a bitch eat. I'm gonna eat with her, nigga. Fuck you, me.
I got that Doom Patrol shit that Mo was talking about. Let's move on to the next
the Coon
track.
Patrol, my favorites.
The Coon Patrol. I got that shit for you, Mo. Let me play
Let's
that
do
song.
it, man.
This is the extended trailer. Mo wanted to see this shit. Like,
yeah, every inch of it.
What?
Oh, nah.
My name's Dr. Niles Calder.
What?
Please nod your head if you can understand me.
So what is this place?
My home. A safe place for you.
You say trash.
Others like you to heal.
We just watched a Seth Rogen film where he did nothing funny.
Cliff Steele, Larry Trainer.
Wait. This is a movie?
I thought he might help you with your recovery.
No, it's just a really good looking TV show. Yeah.
What's your story?
Oh yeah, because I know this was from the Teen Titans TV show that I couldn't get through.
I flew airplanes.
Yeah, this looks way better.
There's something up here.
You promised things would change after we moved here. You said there'd be no more late night beers with the guys.
You said they made Negative Man
Scared,
gay.
Cheryl.
Used to do this. Crash and die, babe.
I love you too, honey.
You don't have to speak on that.
Around and around.
I don't know what to say, man. Sometimes niggas go like boys in these intros, man. I don't know.
I'm not familiar with the character, man, so I can't.
Negative Man is dope as shit. I don't know. For me personally, I don't care what he puts his dick. You know what I'm saying? He's a character I enjoy. If they want to make him gay, it's fine. I don't care.
Seeing your daughter, that's good. Just the inspiration you need.
This shit about to be garbage.
I like the tone of it so far. It's not as lighthearted as the first trailer they had.
Yeah, and I mean, it looks like it looks like a film. You know what I mean? It looks like they put some production into this. Yeah, what's Brendan Fraser, man? I feel like he's in the perfect period of his life to play this character.
Oh shit!
I want to speak to Jane.
Jane's not here, you sissy little pig.
She's in a mood.
Which one of her is in a mood?
Tender's arms, tender's arms. I've got 64 personalities. A group of creepy scientists did.
This shit make me want to watch it. Like, unlike the first trailer. Oh.
Yeah. I said the same thing because I didn't like the Lost trailer either.
Oh, that shit look bad. That CG punch.
Yeah, I mean, last time I saw that trailer from before, like the one that you played, I didn't like it either, to be honest. And like in general, I really love this group. I think this group's dope.
Each one of them is just bursting with potential.
This shit reminds me of the Teen Titans TV show, and it looks hot trash. Oh my god.
I already discussed it.
Trying to make her proud.
Did that shit finish airing, or is it still
The first episode came out Friday.
For season 1? For season 2?
Yeah. No, season 1. This is the first. Like we just started.
Nigga, I'm talking about Teen Titans.
Oh yeah. The season ended.
Wait, which one is Negative Man? By the way,
Negative Man is the dude that wears bandages and sunglasses. His whole body's covered up in bandages. He wears a jacket, and then he has like sunglasses on.
You're all at my mercy.
Yeah, they are ruining what I think is Cyborg. The best Cyborg rendition is fucking Teen Titans on Cartoon Network. They have been fucking it up ever since.
You're as afraid as the rest of us.
Teen Titans Cyborg was low key the cool.
Hell yeah.
high key? Booyah!
This is what the world looks like when we try to.
No, I definitely like this trailer. Like I said, like this looks good. Like in general, like I mean, to be honest with you, I've been like the most critical about these damn DC TV shows. So when they actually make something good, like I'll give it credit.
I mean, some of that CG look bad, but
but that's forgivable, man. Like TV stuff.
So.
And like to be honest with you, like aside from the CG, I think like the costuming was pretty good, and like they definitely did a good job filming it too, which is good.
The thing
like,
is,
for example, when you play the trailer, you think it's film. You know what I mean? Because you can tell that they tried to frame it that way.
But did y'all like Teen Titans, the new shit that came? Did y'all like that?
No, I didn't watch that shit.
Bush, that shit was trash, and this is a spinoff of that show.
It's trash.
No, it's not a spinoff. Like what happens is that like the Doom Patrol showed up in one of the episodes in that season, but they were like played by different actors. It's not even the same tone.
Okay. Nigga, no, they wasn't.
Yes, they were.
Nigga, no.
They literally cast new people like for the fucking.
But Mo, the nigga who was the robot in this and Negative Man, you wouldn't know if they were different actors. They're the same characters.
Yeah, they're the same characters, but different actors, different tone for the show. Like, I don't know, it looks different, and I'm fine with that.
All DC shows are ass.
I mean, this one, you haven't seen it yet, so. And it's not
but
even
I watched all the Teen Titans, and that's where I'm judging, like, those characters off of these.
I mean, that show is us. Like, I agree with that, but, like, I haven't seen it yet.
Ain't the Teen Titans show you talking about the one with, is that one with Starfire?
Yeah.
He's talking about the one with Black Starfire.
Oh,
I'm not even. I'm just mad about the plot of the show. Like the plot of the show is just damn.
I mean, I guess I'm glad that I didn't see that other show because that would have really not made me watch this show. But I might give it a try.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this a try.
Yeah, and plus it's free because I'm a bootlegger, so that's out there too. But yeah, speaking of bootlegging,
hold on. I want to read something. Look, somebody said it was wrong. They just hadn't locked down actors yet, so they used placeholders for the Doom Patrol episode. I mean, how am I wrong if I said that like they were played by different actors? You know what I'm saying? They were played by different actors because they didn't even finish casting the people, and then they cast the people for this show, and the tone is different. So continue. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say, I was gonna move on from that. Anybody got anything else to say on this show before we move on?
No, it's one of my favorite segments, man. I love watching trailers. So,
okay. All right, let's keep going with this Jussie shit, man. This Jussie Smollett shit, or however you pronounce that nigga name. I think I said it correctly. I think that's the right way you pronounce it. Any thoughts on it right now before I continue with this? Anything y'all want to say right now?
I honestly have no idea.
The controversy.
I have no idea what's going on.
All right. Well, Jussie Smollett, the dude from Empire. Actually, you know what? I got a video. I'm gonna play the video rather than explain. I think the video in itself will explain everything that I'm about to say.
Okay.
We lazy over here, man. And so, like, fuck it. I'll get you up to date afterwards. Anything that's missing?
Madison is white woman with her mouth open, Bush. Change that shit.
All right, this is Daily Mail right here. Let me play the video.
We've all been waiting to hear and see as the Empire star says he acknowledged.
This is just snippets of it. This ain't the full thing. It's like snippets of it. But it's all the important parts.
Acknowledged the lies and
trash. Like,
look, they got nice little bullet points, man. I fuck with Daily Mail, dog.
About the night he says he was viciously
them your people
in Chicago. It's been a little over 2 weeks since the 36-year-old told cops that he was the victim of a hate crime. And now the actor is sitting down with Good Morning America's Robin Roberts, reliving the brutal beating, setting the record straight, and clearing up any inaccuracies in his story.
I'm pissed off. What is it that has you so angry? Is it the attackers?
It's the attackers, but it's also the attacks.
Jussie Smollett says he was crossing the street at 2 a.m. when a man lashed out at him using racist and homophobic slurs.
He said, "This MAGA country," punches me right in the face. So I punched it back. We started tussling. You know, there was a second person involved who was kicking me in my back.
He claims he was on the phone with his manager during the attack.
I noticed the rope around my neck and I started screaming.
Smollett gave ABC new photos of his bruised and battered face. You can see what looks like rope burns on his neck.
They did x-rays. I didn't have, it was reported that I had like fractured ribs or cracked ribs or something like that. That wasn't true. I was just in a lot of pain. You know, my clavicle was messed up. My rib was bruised.
He also explains why
he
didn't
pose
hand
it like
his
that for the
phone over to
pictures. These
investigators.
like injury
I
pictures.
have private pictures and videos and numbers.
Smollett's attackers were allegedly wearing ski
That nigga
masks.
did say he was gay
That
too,
I had
Pop.
said that they were wearing MAGA hats. I never said that. I didn't need to add anything like that.
Detectives are questioning the men in this surveillance photo. They are not considered suspects at this time. The security
Did he not just say they were wearing MAGA hats? No. He didn't say that. He didn't say that.
Said he didn't say that.
Found so badly.
The star of TV's Empire sobs at the thought his attackers may never be found.
I remember
Let's
this
just hope
was
that they
yesterday.
are.
They were wearing these MAGA fedoras.
Police say they are still.
They were wearing quilts.
But yeah, that's not completely up to date. What came out today is that today and yesterday they found two Nigerian dudes, right? They picked two Nigerian dudes up from the airport, and they supposedly left like an hour after the attack to go to Nigeria, and the cops picked them up when they came back after they raided their house and found some bleach, a red hat. It could have been any type of red hat, an Empire script, and these two dudes are supposed to be like extras from. They are extras from the show. I don't think they're working with the show anymore, but they were extras, and they're supposed to be friends. Were friends of Jussie, and they went to the same gym as him and shit like that. So, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
If these niggas are Nigerian, like you can clearly tell that they were two black men, even if they were wearing MAGA hats. I think it's pretty important to mention that they were black Trump supporters. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the story don't end there, Mo. Let me just pull up a picture of the two dudes here. These. Let me pull it up here for the people so they can see.
Oh shit, we got to do this part. Can we just skip?
Let me pull up the picture, though. Like I know them your people's truth, man. But let me let me pull
these niggas look like my cousins on steroid, Bush.
Hold
on.
Holy shit, that nigga is big.
Hold on. Pause. Hold on. Let me.
You can't say pause, nigga gay. Like,
I mean, Marcel does like him big.
All these two dudes gay?
I don't know if you can just randomly get involved in some gay guy. I feel like you gotta belong.
He was in Wakanda, bro. What the fuck?
Said them niggas wearing Wakanda. Yeah, they big as fuck, man. They big as fuck.
Niggas in Wakanda. That's Umbaku, nigga.
Wait. Are you saying you misheard that this is Wakanda country, motherfucker?
Yeah, that's what they said. They ain't say
and Jussie said that the two dudes that attacked him were white. That's what he said. But also,
there ain't no reality where these niggas white.
Also,
so maybe he saw their teeth in the night.
Oh no, the story doesn't end there. Breaking news, all right? So the police released these two dudes because they found some new evidence that they are pursuing new things because the new evidence came up. So I don't know what these two dudes told the police, but they are released, so they are no longer the suspects. So we can take this picture down.
That's messed up. You're trying to just go home and use some jello.
We innocent. We are innocent.
Hey,
let me pull the article up. Hold up.
If that nigga on the right, the one who like M'Baku, he walked up to you with a shirt off and everything, right? Baby oil chest and everything. He had a MAGA hat on, and he said, "What's up? What you doing?"
I'm gonna say, "Oh hell, Trump, man."
All right. So yeah, they released these two dudes. The cops are pursuing new evidence. That's what they say. So like I said, I don't know what they found, but they pursuing new evidence. Also, what happened today? Something big happened today. Jussie hired a defense lawyer. So you don't hire a defense lawyer unless you were being accused of something. So I mean, I don't like this whole story is confusing to me. This shit is
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, man. Like, I hope we almost never find out the truth because these fan theories are hilarious. I'm sorry.
Just thing to pander on it. Think about it.
Yeah, this shit is crazy, man. Let me one thing I like about the Daily Mail is they do little bullet point things, and they got a couple things here. They got key points, key things that you should know about this shit, right? All right.
Bullet point 1: don't use the Daily Mail.
Scroll up, Bush. Scroll up.
Scroll up. What you talking about? Right here.
Scroll up, nigga. Scroll up. Keep going. Keep going, nigga. Keep going.
You want to see the Nigerian niggas?
Go back to the niggas.
Oh.
Those niggas look like they in Assassin's Creed, boy. That shit crazy.
This nigga Marcel gay for these two Nigerian niggas, man.
I'll be honest with you, these niggas are comedically like swole. Like
these niggas are swole up, man. Like as a cop, I would be afraid to raid their apartment. I'm glad them niggas weren't there because they'd beat your ass.
I just like Jussie Smollett behind the glass. It's like those are the Trump supporters, white and everything.
Those are them.
Oh shit, man. All right, but here's a basic breakdown of the events that happened. This happened on February 14th. Let me see. Wait, hold up. I'm not at the right spot. God damn. Like I don't want to read all this shit. Just the gist of it. It was 2 a.m.
You can't read.
It was 2 a.m. I can. I swear to you, I can. No,
okay,
man.
but okay, Floyd.
It was 2 a.m. That nigga got jumped. They put a rope around his neck. I mean, we saw the video, whatnot. And people were saying that the reason he made this story up, the people saying that he made the story up is because he was supposed to be fired from Empire. And the writers came out and said, that's not the case. Like, we never had plans to fire this dude. And if you watch Empire, you know that he's he's one of the main stars on the show. He's one of the selling points of the show. You said, where the bleach at, Bush? Look, I don't know, man. No. I don't know.
I'll tell you why I was laughing. Somebody said, and then like Jussie said he fought back. If it was those two Nigerian niggas, you don't fight back.
Yeah, you're not fighting. Look, yeah, you're not fighting back if it's those two dudes. But I mean, the cops released them two dudes, so it may not be them. It may be something else.
That's because Wakanda came with flex on, like, look, you take us, no more vibranium.
Matter of fact, who just carries rope with them? Like, who just has a pocket full of rope and put a rope around a nigga's neck?
Pokemon trainer, man. You never carried that escape rope before, man?
I mean, yeah, but those niggas Pokemon trainers now, they're assassins, Pokemon trainers.
Yeah, they look like they beating the shit out of Charizard, dog. I don't know.
Yeah. Look, yeah, Morgan, I did drop the show after season 2, but look, I mean, he was the biggest thing of the show. He was the main selling point. A gay nigga that can sing and can kind of act. I mean,
Lucius.
Yeah,
that nigga gay in real life?
Yeah, he gay in real life. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think that actually came out mid-season too.
Like because and the attack. He said in the attack they called him a nigger fag or some shit, a gay. I don't know. They use both racial slurs. They use a homophobic
offensive
slur,
word,
a homophobic slur, and a racial slur. That's what he said. And also he got the FBI is involved in this case too, by the way, because he received a letter that was sent to the studio. And the letter was like collage words and shit on some serial killer shit, and they were calling him the F word on that too. So the FBI is involved and they investigating as well. So that is that in this fucked up ass storyline. So a lot of people.
How the hell did FBI get involved in this?
Because he was sent a death threat. A letter was sent to the studio, and the FBI was investigating since then. Now with this current thing with the attack, the Chicago police are investigating this one, but since the FBI was already involved and there may be links between the letter and the attack, so they the FBI is working with the Chicago police. So if
the FBI just gets involved in I thought they were
it's a hate crime. So yeah.
So what they give? If there's nukes out there, fuck they give.
That's CIA.
That's a federal crime, nigga.
What you talking about?
Wait, hate crimes are federal crimes? Nigga, the whole country was a hate crime 30 years ago. What?
We're not denying that.
Yeah, we're not denying that shit, dog.
That shit weird to me. My fault. I'm just trying to understand.
Look, here's a joke that might not go down well, but I'm gonna say it. I can't imagine they brought those two Nigerian men into the office or whatever, like the station or whatever, right? And then not one of those cops thought in their head, please let me arrest them for something. Please, they gotta be doing something wrong. Just something.
All right, so this nigga Guru said, why would two racist white guys know who he was? I doubt they would watch Empire. I mean, Empire is a very popular show. A lot of white people watch that show. It wouldn't, it's on Fox, and it wouldn't pop if it was just black people watching that shit. So I mean, it wouldn't be as big as it is if it was only black people watching it. That should be on BET and not fucking Fox.
Some of the songs in that show were ultra trash. Oh my god.
So I don't know, man. I mean that's a good question. Why would two racist white dudes watch it? That is a good question. So
power over Empire all day.
I didn't know who he was until the story came out. Look, a lot of people are asking that question. Nobody, who the fuck is this guy? Why would anybody attack him? And I don't know if that is the right way to go about looking at this story. Nigga say y'all need a Republican on the podcast. We try to get Philly, man. He a Republican, though.
Philly is a lot of things. Republican is very well one of them.
That nigga's a Ben Shapiro fan, so you know that nigga is with
that nigga's a Ben Shapiro fan.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that nigga. He not like his kind is not allowed around here.
Look, y'all can play the Republicans in the comment section, man. What other questions do y'all have about this case?
I mean, they're already playing the Republicans. They're pretty good at it.
They're pretty good at it. I don't know. I don't even know what to think about this shit. I've thought several things as more and more information has come out about this story, but I don't know what the fuck to think right now. I don't know why anybody would do this shit. What is the purpose of this whole thing?
Because they want people to stream his music, maybe?
I mean, yeah, I heard Joe Budden mention that shit. But is it you doing all this for niggas to stream your songs? That don't.
Is the show only like a promotion for his actual music? Is he an actual?
I mean, he pretty up there in age. He 36. That's pretty old for an actor. So I guess the show is kind of like a platform for his music because they do a lot of singing and shit, and he's an artist in the show. He plays an artist, a singer in the show. So I think the show is a good springboard for him to promote his music. But does he need to? The show is not enough for that. Does he need to create a whole stunt? I
think that's how people made sense of it, right? The way they made sense of it was that he probably did get attacked, and what ended up happening was he probably went to his manager before he went to law enforcement, right? And the idea is supposed to be that the people that are responsible for your career are more interested in pushing an item and pushing you as a brand over actually getting justice. So I'm guessing the idea is that people think that he did get attacked by somebody, did get whatever, but then it was pushed in a completely different direction. That's what, yeah. I'm not saying I believe that. I'm saying that's what.
I don't know. I just can't wait to see what happens, man. Like this whole defense attorney shit has got me suspicious. Now he came out and said that he didn't hire a defense attorney, but the defense attorney said that he was hired by Jussie. So I don't know what the fuck to think. Like who is telling the truth? So I mean, Morgan said they not enjoying season 6 of Niggas. So Empire season 6 trash. I mean, it's been trash from the beginning, but it was that good type of trash. It was entertaining to people.
Well, fuck Empire. It's all about power. I don't know why we're still talking about this.
I think Jussie has pulled the publicity stunt and is digging himself into a deeper hole the further this goes on. Yeah, I mean, if this is a stunt, like he fucking up big time. Like
he's gonna be in big trouble.
Yeah, he's gonna be in a lot of trouble. This is gonna fuck his career all the way up.
It's gonna fuck up his life. Forget his career.
Yeah, his life. Like, come on, man. And this don't look good at all. This don't look good for black people or the LGBT community.
It doesn't look good for. It looks really bad for like LGBT. Crazy bad, especially for the black community.
I'm not gonna lie. Geek Assault just had a good point. Not gonna lie.
Guru?
Yeah, it's Guru. Yeah, what up? What do you say?
Guru had a good point, bro.
What?
That's good. He said attacked by white men, but hires white men to defend him.
I don't know, man. I mean, this dude is supposed to be one of the best, so it makes sense for that person to be hired. This dude has a lot of high profile cases. Somewhere in the article they talk about that shit. I think at one time he worked with Trump people or some shit, defending them. So I mean, this is a high profile lawyer though. I mean, if he was hired, we don't know if he was hired or not. Jussie's team said they didn't hire no fucking defense attorney. So I think Jussie's going to commit suicide. Damn, Stabby. Well, how do y'all explain the bruises and the rope around the neck? Like, so there had to be people that attacked him, even if it was like a hoax.
He's into some kinky ass shit, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
You think it was a rape fantasy, nigga?
Yeah, why not?
Nah, man. Nah.
Why not?
Anyway, man. Anything else on this story before we move the fuck on?
I think we should have been moved the fuck on. Power over empire.
I'm gonna just put this out there. Like, Gal Gadot bad as shit.
These niggas. Gal Gadot is bad, but Gal Gadot ain't got no ass. It's an epic show, man. I didn't know she didn't have ass.
Man, why did you think she did have one?
I mean, it's that suit, man. It's a Wonder Woman. It's powerful.
Exactly.
I didn't.
Bush, live in the fantasy, goddammit. Why you gonna break this?
Look, man. I'm sorry. I will live in the fantasy. Yeah. Anyways, let's go on something else. R. Kelly got another sex tape out there. I think I did a brief conversation about this, but apparently in the new sex tape, it is another 14-year-old girl. And the evidence as to how that's a 14-year-old girl is that in the tape she yells, "Fuck my 14-year-old pussy," and R. Kelly says,
"Hold it,
what?
Yes, like freaky shit going on, man. But yeah,
who yells that?
I mean, the girl yelled that when R. Kelly was pounding her.
Like, say hypothetically, in the best case scenario, this is just some weird role play. It means he's still attracted to like 14-year-old women.
Well, yeah, if it is role play, then yeah, I mean it's still fucked up. So.
I don't want to watch it, but is it available on the?
No, it's not available, nigga.
How do people know about it?
Well, they saw the tape. Like somebody named, I forgot the dude's name, but he found the tape. It's like an old tape, so it wasn't made recently. It's a VHS, so you know shit was made a long time ago. Yeah, they saw it. The news, CNN saw it basically, and they reported on it. The tape was not released nowhere. It ain't like they'll leak it. I mean, Actually, they might leak it. Shit, I know in the news it might get leaked some kind of way, but yeah.
Fuck my 14-year-old.
Yeah, in the tape, he is seen pissing on the chick and stuff like that. So,
why you gonna mark his territory?
Wait, so he peed on another girl?
Yes.
Like, there's the children and there's the people. Like, what's happening? Like, I feel like it's like ordinary sex not enough. Like, what's happening, man?
Oh, man, he want that power, man. I mean, and as an adult, you have power over minors, man.
That's the most disgusting part about the whole thing. The most disgusting part about it is that, like, the role adults are supposed to play in society, and the fact that you're using that position to, like, get with the kids as opposed to, like, help.
Oh, I mean, their parents lead the kids to them. Like, if you watch that
Bush, no. Back then, bro, R. Kelly was one of the popular artists. If he comes to your child and he's like, hey, you have a great singing voice, you're like, oh, shit, my kid's about to be famous, which means I'm about to be famous. In a way, I'm about to be taken care of by my famous child. So I'm going to let R. Kelly, like, teach my daughter, mentor my daughter.
That nigga dude over there say, in the tape she yells, this MAGA country.
Shit. Like, at that point, you got to put some blame on the parents, but you got to put more blame on the nigga who's molesting their child.
Look, I didn't take any blame away from R. Kelly. I'm just saying that it's not like he going out here and throwing these little girls in the trunk and driving off. Like, no, like they're being led to him.
He's just pulling up to their high school and sitting outside and just like
at McDonald's and shit.
I pick you. What's your number? I'll give you a call. He's just doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, like I don't. They going hard on this R. Kelly thing, like so they trying to get that nigga out the paint, and they got evidence.
Please,
but I mean the tape. Here's the thing about the tape though. In the article I read on CNN, it was talking about alleged and appeared to be. So I mean, it looked like there's some wiggle room there. Anytime motherfuckers say it appeared to be R. Kelly, then there's some wiggle room. I mean,
nobody was saying that about Tekashi when he was allegedly.
He was just sick, guys.
When he was allegedly had sex with a minor.
It was an accident, guys.
Yeah.
I'm just saying he got off last time, so what makes this any different?
I mean, his popularity is dead compared to what he was last time.
That is true. I mean, we'll see how this shit go down, man. But they going hard at this R. Kelly thing. Let's move on to some other person here. Let's talk about Tekashi.
Boy.
Yeah. Vlad, I think Vlad just dropped this video.
Yeah, with Sarah.
Yeah, with let me play this shit. Ain't that his baby mama or something?
Yeah, it's his baby mama. And for the record, that bitch cannot read either. She's on the same.
No, man.
She's on the boy. She did not know what was going on with that piece of paper.
Reading is hard. Like niggas need to stop.
Niggas
need to stop underestimating the power of words.
Reading is definitely hard.
That shit is difficult.
Niggas underestimating the power of education.
No, especially you trying to read some shit like in front of people and broadcasting it, man. Like this podcast, it's difficult, man. You doing more than just reading. You're trying to entertain at the same time while you read.
That's why Bush has avatars.
Exactly. That's why.
They don't need to remember your name, also.
Exactly. You just blueface for the rest of your life, nigga.
I am not blueface. I don't know why you put that booty ass picture there without consulting me.
Mo, I think Mo told me to do that. Mo, didn't you tell me to do that?
God damn it, Mo. Why is Mo Master Roshi? Mo isn't even a pervert. Why is he Master Roshi?
Hey man, he a real nigga though.
Yeah, Mo's. I ain't gonna give away his secret, man. But there's meaning behind that picture.
All right, here we go.
Nigga, what?
We have.
I'm gonna play the video, man. Chill out.
You know who many of you know is the mother of Tekashi 6ix9ine's daughter, and has been part of the whole Tekashi story. That's played out on social media and so forth. Definitely appreciate you coming in.
That nigga Morgan said he like what he see.
You're going through a very hard time right now with Tekashi locked up. You know, the rest of the label locked up as well. You know, first and foremost, how are you doing right now?
I feel like I'm doing the best that I can right now at this point. I'm holding up pretty well. A lot better than a lot of people think I am, actually.
Okay. Your daughter is okay?
Of course. I'm just fortunate that she's still at a young age.
She look like she'd be mad unattractive.
Yeah, without the makeup.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, I mean, I guess she's talking about the plea deal that this nigga supposedly made, Tekashi made, snitching on everybody, you know, and he ain't gonna get no jail time. Let me finish it out, though.
She doesn't really understand what's going on, so
I'll snitch too, goddamn.
I'm just happy that it's still normal day to day for her.
She made me do it.
She's what, 3 years old now?
Distant as I possibly can at this point. I don't want her to feel out of place.
Talk about some paperwork that recently got released, which you have on your lap right now.
I do.
And this is essentially Tekashi 6ix9ine's transcript of his guilty plea. Is that correct?
Yeah. Leave Vlad alone, man.
Why would I leave him?
Can
alone?
I have you read?
Leave his family alone, bitch ass nigga.
Look, man, if you don't fuck with Vlad, you can't fuck with Cole Bennett.
It starts at the end of page 29 on live.
Look at her struggle to read those pieces of paper in her hand.
The defendant's obligation under this agreement are as follows: that he shall truthfully and completely disclose all information of the activities of himself and others to the U.S. Attorney's Office, that he will cooperate fully with the New York City Police Department, the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms, Homeland Security Investigations, and other law enforcement agencies.
Pretend to turn the page. Like, it's the same page.
Keep going?
Yeah, keep going.
That he shall attend all meetings of the office.
Wait, you said there was some breaking news about Jussie. Hold up. Hold up. Let me start the video right
quick. Mr. Anime Tales, that's facts. If they tried to kill me, I'm snitching. I'm putting all those niggas in jail.
And then one of them is going to be free.
Shit. It says, new evidence suggests Jussie Smollett orchestrated the attack. Hold up. What evidence do they have?
Fam. This is bad. This is
bad. TMZ. Fuck out of here.
Trash.
Oh, this is more than on TMZ though. Like this is
we have more credibility.
This is on CNN Entertainment, dog. Hold up. Let me go to
CNN Entertainment.
It's CNN still, nigga. Chill. Let me go to TMZ.
Bro, all I'm saying, bro, is that on this 6ix9ine shit, if my baby mama got piped out by a nigga, I'm be mad too. I'm snitching on everybody.
Well, hold on. Who did you get piped out? Who you get piped out?
Yes, apparently Sarah got piped down by Shotty, the bald one. So they tried to murder me. They was stealing my money. They was fucking my baby mom. Like, I'm putting on some snitching.
All right, I got it right here. Let me.
Well,
it says Jussie Smollett has turned from a presumed victim to suspect. All sources say the brothers, both of whom worked on the Empire set, completely cooperated with Chicago cops during their interrogation over the last few days. Let me see. One law enforcement sources tell TMZ at least one of the brothers turned over his phone, and there is a call between him and Jussie in the vicinity of the attack, but before it happened. Okay. CNN is reporting the brothers purchased what looks like the rope Jussie had around his neck at a Chicago hardware store. CNN is also citing law enforcement sources saying Jussie paid the brothers to orchestrate the phony assaults. So that is the breaking news.
He's done. He's big done.
He just did the substitute juice too.
He did the substitute juice with 6ix9ine, dog. Damn. And that is why he hired that defense lawyer.
These niggas always shirtless together. Like that's
These niggas are always shirtless, though.
Hey man, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. If I look like that, I'm gonna be shirtless forever.
I'm be shirtless.
Cancer.
No,
so just look at the pics of those black guys. They were gay as hell. Man, Salty, get the fuck out of here with this Philly dick ride, man. You like them Floyd Mayweather fans,
What do them look like, Stone?
Nah, Stone wish he looked like that, bro.
But apparently, so that's why they released them. So they were like, I'm gonna release you two niggas. We going after the big fish. We're getting this nigga Jussie the fuck out of here. So, I mean, that's that. You wipe your hands clean.
Can
so he's lying. Look, I had it wrong. Well, I didn't really take a side, but I had it wrong, apparently, you know. I guess I did.
Yo, Bush.
What happened?
This relates to the 6ix9ine story. So if you pay someone to do something, is that person responsible for the outcome of what happens, even though we're the perpetrator behind?
You talking about Kuda?
Like Kuda B and these two niggas. So can you get in trouble if I pay you to assault me? Or you can like they put an assault charge on you against me even though I paid you?
I guess it depends. I guess it depends on what the cops want. Like, I mean, because they let these two niggas go. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, but I think with Kuda though, didn't they arrest him too? With 6ix9ine?
They arrested the shit out of that nigga.
So I'm thinking that he maybe didn't cooperate with them, and that's.
But he facing 10.
Okay.
He facing 10 to life.
And that was after 6ix9ine told, was it?
Yeah.
So I mean, maybe he didn't cooperate with them, and that's why he didn't get off or some shit. I don't know.
I mean, hey, fuck it.
Maybe that nigga 6ix9ine got some more snitching to do.
Hey, bro, look, he's 100% right for snitching. 100%.
Let's go ahead.
What'd you say?
Let's go ahead and finish that video. Anything else on this Jussie shit, dog? y'all believe this shit?
Case closed.
I mean, it ain't closed yet, man. It ain't closed yet.
It ain't closed for these police niggas. It's closed.
Like they don't have any security cam footage, man. And we don't know what the brother said. So, and this is
ruining everything, man, for everybody.
I told you, man. Black History Month, it took a turn, dog. That shit is it's all fucked up.
This is gonna put even more skepticism in people, man. Like, people are just not gonna believe shit.
Yeah, I don't know why he would do some shit like this. Like, I don't like come on, nigga. Like, what's the purpose of this?
I just thought about like this. This is gonna fuel the Sean Hannity. This is gonna fuel the fucking Alex Jones. Oh, the black man played another black man. Who paid the white man to shoot up this school? Like, oh, it's the black man's fault. Oh my god.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We also didn't talk about that story that shooting. You want to talk about that shit? Let's finish the 6ix9ine shit first.
Let's finish the topic, man.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But yeah, we offer this Jussie shit until more shit comes out. Let me get back to the video here. We back on 6ix9ine.
He shall provide to the office upon request any document that shall truthfully testify before the grand jury or at any trial, that he shall bring the officer's attention all crimes which he has committed, and that he shall commit no further crimes.
Okay, and read the next paragraph, and that'll be it.
If the defendant does this, the office, and this is detailed on pages 4 and 5 of the agreement, agrees not to prosecute the defendant for the crimes set forth in counts 1 through 9 of superseding information, as well as additional crimes that the defendant has told the government about.
Look, let me defend her lack of ability to read. Look, when you don't read often, sometimes you fuck up, man. And I mean, it's not. She's not reading too badly, man. I mean, it's fine. I don't know why Marcel is hating, man. Marcel hates niggas that can't read for some reason. I don't.
It is essential to daily life, and you can't do it.
She can read. She read the paper, nigga. She just
put commas in every other fucking word.
Sometimes you gotta read slowly, man. You need to take a break. You gotta put commas there that don't belong, nigga.
You're not right.
Exactly. Okay. She's married to. She was fucking with a rapper, man. He put commas in weird places too, man. When you rap,
I don't know if that 6ix9ine even knows how to say, man.
Anyway. I checked with a lawyer in terms of what this means.
The last book
From
that I
point
read,
of view, what do you think this
was
means?
in my ethics class on Monday.
You gotta read in between the words, superseding and all of that. It's just he basically admitted to the crimes he took part of, his participation, and he is agreeing to disclose any other information as far as what happened and who was there and how it happened. And step forth, since he has done that, as long as he does not get into any further criminal activity or crime.
How much is Vlad paid these people?
Right? I was just thinking that.
That's how I take it. Basically, we could read in between the lines what his agreement was.
Yeah, I mean, I had our lawyer take a look at it.
He said, I bet Vlad ain't got no trousers
essentially
on.
What she's saying, which is kind of mind-blowing at this point, is that if he agrees to testify and work
nigga said light-skinned privilege,
various law enforcement agencies to convict everybody who he got arrested with, they're going to drop all 9 charges and not prosecute.
Regular
and he will walk away with no prison time at all.
Yeah.
Regular blacks can't read either, man.
It's crazy, right?
Wait, hold on. What qualifies as a regular black?
I have no idea.
He was facing a minimum of 47 years for those 9
Death
counts.
Ain't that a
yeah.
God-free comedy
special? I just think it's unbelievable. But in a sense,
exactly. Mr. Anime Tales, 100%. Exactly.
I mean, basically, that nigga snitched and he got off and he won't do any jail time. And people like Meek Mill and 50 Cent are no longer fucking with him. So.
But the thing is, it's not them though. Like I'm not taking jail time for no nigga. Yeah, I get it. I ain't doing that. Especially, matter of fact, if it was my boys, right, in crime, and we dead ass was like, all right, look, like they my homies. All right, that's a different situation. These niggas was actively doing him dirty.
Like, how, in what way?
They were stealing money from his tour, right? Yeah. They were fucking his baby mama, and then after
they fired his mom too, didn't they?
They kidnapped him, stole all his jewelry, shot at him like multiple times.
Oh, and the niggas that kidnapped him with his boys too.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And they planned to murder this nigga. They really planned.
Yeah, they did.
Damn.
Like I'm not sticking up.
Dude, wait, why is he around them in the first place if they doing foul shit like that? That's why you don't bring niggas from the street.
Because
it was for the clout.
They were cool. They were cool before he was famous. That's what he said.
It was for the clout, bro. Like I'm not gonna lie, Treyway boosted his career 1,000,000%.
Yeah.
And then, but those niggas he was around, especially Shotty, was nefarious in jugging his money.
That's fucked up, man. And what's with these industry niggas and trying to kill niggas, dog? Plotting to kill people, dog. Is that the new thing, nigga?
It's not new.
I mean, it's not new, but damn, like shit. Like, what happened to asking a nigga for some help?
What happened to people saying? What happened to people saying hip hop was soft? What happened to that?
Like just ask the nigga, like, hey man, like I want as much clout as you. How do I get there? Like, nigga can help you out that way, man. You ain't gotta shoot the nigga to take your spot, man.
But Bush, it been like the Young Thug and Birdman shot at this nigga Lil Wayne's too.
Oh, you're right.
Like this shit, man, they tried to assassinate that.
But Lil Wayne wasn't popping at the time though, so I mean,
nigga, Lil Wayne been popping. What you talking about?
No, not at the time that he got shot at. He released doo-doo ass albums. I mean, he just recently got back on top with that last album.
Bush, what you
during the time of the shooting, he wasn't doing shit.
I mean, that's when Young Thug was like super hot.
Yeah.
But still, like, if my own label conspiring with a new artist to murder me, like, no, fuck.
I don't know if I owed somebody as much money as Bob, man. I don't know.
He was trying to kill off that nigga he owed money to.
Shit. All that shit is foul,
I have
man.
bills too.
All that. Speaking of foul shit, let's get right into that shooting in Illinois.
I thought we talking about good shit, man. Like, the niggas have babies today? What happened?
No good shit, Mo. Unfortunately, man. All fucked up shit, dog. Okay. So if you're looking at the screen right now, this is the dude that committed the crime, right? His name is Gary Martin. And he's essentially a disgruntled employee, right? So he was called into work. Well, he came into work at 7 a.m., and he was told to go to the HR department, right? So he walked in there, and they had like a little meeting. And in that meeting, they told him that he was going to be fired. So he just pulled out a gun instantly and started shooting niggas. And that is pretty much the story. He shot the people in the meeting. Then he left the meeting and was running through the aisles of the factory that he worked at and was shooting. And he managed to kill 5 people and injure like 5 cops. And in the end, he got killed by the cops in the shootout. All right. I think the place was called the Henry Pratt Warehouse, some shit like that.
That must have been the end of his life, though. He must have that job so bad.
Yeah, he was at that job for about 20 years.
So was this premeditated or did he just snap?
No, I think it was premeditated because he had the gun with him. So they probably gave him signs that he was going to be fired or let go because he brought a gun to the meeting. And as soon as they told him that he was fired, he started letting off. So it was premeditated. Some sign let him know that he was going to be fired, or they just told him that he was going to be fired.
Like at this point, bro, we've exhausted every kind of conversation about like shootings and whatnot. It doesn't change the fact that he's black, but it does put a bad name on the black community because this nigga is black. But it doesn't take away from the main concept that guns are the systemic problem of the United States.
Also, it says here that he has a felony record for aggravated assault and should have been legally barred from buying a gun. So they don't know how he got. I think he did buy it. I think
the culture around guns is worse than the guns themselves. To be honest with you,
I think he might have bought it. I think that's why they brought that shit up. But apparently he got like mental problems because his neighbors got a lot of negative shit to say about him. So it was like that nigga strange. The one neighbor named Sherman, I think, said he was a nigga that he smoked weed with, and the dude would just he was strange. Like he would try to talk to him, and he would just mumble under his breath some random noises. And the dude mostly kept to himself. He would just be outside sometimes, driving his remote control car or his drone. But he never really talked to anybody. And he used to sit in the dark. So the dude basically called him a creeper. And that's pretty much the story. Dude got mad because he was fired and shot up the place.
So he was conscious enough to realize I'm about to get fired. Let me work and shoot these niggas. At that point, that's not. I don't see it as a mental disability. I see that as you are cognitive enough to be like, I'm angry about subject. I'm going to release my anger on these people.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's not mental. The way it's not just about being able to comprehend information. Mental health is also to do with how you process the information and how you choose to what you choose to do after you you consume that information. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he realized, so for example, you and me, right? We have a death in the family. Our responses were sad. We know we can do nothing about it, so we mourn their death.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Somebody could be given the same scenario. Somebody could have the same feelings, but instead they decide to say, okay, so if this person has died, that means I have to kill everybody else because there's no point to living. We're gonna die anyway. That's where the mental health issue comes. The way that you take that same information, have the same feeling, but then the result is completely different. What you choose to do once you have that.
Look, his neighbor said he seemed a little off. Anytime you got like neighbors saying that he was off, then like I think this could be a case of this nigga he was mentally unstable from the get go. Like I know we don't like using that, but like with other people, they usually say he was nice, like he never did anything wrong. But his neighbor is outright saying that this nigga was off his rocker. So
playing with your drone outside and being by yourself,
well,
like
that wasn't that
being weird.
I mean, him playing with his drone is not the thing that made him think that he was crazy. I mean, but him mumbling under his breath after the neighbor tried to talk to him, and him just randomly staring at people and sitting outside in the dark,
staring at you makes you
look.
Bush, you poured Sprite on yourself. Are you a fucking shooter? That's weird.
That's for a video I was hoeing. He was not hoeing.
Look, man, I was just trying to sell DVD copies of that shit.
I was trying to sell Sprite.
You don't like talking to nobody just because if you like being in the dark, you like being in the dark. That's not indications of being a fucking shooter.
Look, I'm not. This is not me talking. This is what his neighbor said. His neighbor literally said,
"Fuck his neighbor."
This nigga was off his rocker, dog. This was his neighbor words.
Fuck his damn neighbors. Talking about he was weird. He was weird. What?
I mean, and it is kind of it is kind of crazy that most black mass shooters are disgruntled employees, right? Like some of the cases that I've heard that involved the black person were primarily like work related shootings. Like that one cop that killed them 2 news reporters. There was another shooting at like a factory a long time ago. That dude was black. So I don't know, but that's just interesting to think about.
Like, do you feel as if like these companies are? Do you feel like it's the company kind of mistreating them, the workers, or is it more so?
I mean, sometimes
I'll just say this.
That's brought up like in the aftermath.
Yeah, I'm not going to use this as a defense for what he did, but at the same time, I think it is worth acknowledging. But working somewhere for 20 years, and I'm guessing we don't know the reason he was fired. Being fired off 20 years is...
it'll sting a little bit.
Like, I ain't trying to defend this guy. I mean, he's a scumbag for killing those people, but like he's at the end of his life essentially, right? I mean,
there is no defense, dude. He killed.
I mean, fired after 20 years, he gets a pension. I'm assuming.
Does he?
There's no defense.
I don't know.
And also, you said he was killed in action, right?
Yeah, he was killed. He was killed shooting back at the cops. So,
like,
but yeah, ain't nobody talking about this story really. I don't know. Probably Fox. Fox quick to jump on that shit, boy. This nigga killed 5 people.
They don't talk about mass shootings unless it appeals. Like
2019, the resurgence of the super predator. The super predator.
Like, don't pay attention to all the white people doing mass shootings, but a black guy did it. It's normal. It's not just white people. Like that's the whole shit.
I mean, but and to be fair, the left side was pretty quiet on this too. But I mean, it's another mass shooting, so fuck it. Everybody's quiet on it. Like this shit happens every fucking week.
Literally every day.
I poured honey on myself, man. It is what it is.
You poured honey on yourself for real?
Yeah. And cocoa butter lotion.
And cream, yeah.
Yeah, that shit.
But your skin must be extremely moisturized.
Oh yeah, especially my dick.
Okay. Okay.
You go what you were looking for.
I think that's pretty much. Is there anything else y'all want to talk about? Oh, we didn't talk about the national emergency shit. Last thing.
What?
Trump. National emergency. We didn't talk about that shit. And that's probably the most important story, dog. Yeah, pull some shit up.
What else can we say? He's a slimy, dickhead. Well, what else can we say?
Then he got tiny hands. He got like 16 necks. He got
I guess we could be kind of brief on this shit. We're not really a political channel, but basically, this nigga Trump couldn't get money from Congress to build his wall. Like enough money. They gave him some money, but it wasn't enough.
$4 billion.
Yeah, it wasn't enough. So he went ahead and did this national emergency thing. And this got people from both sides angry. It's got Republicans and Democrats mad about this shit because he's flexing his power, right? And also him doing this national emergency things, thing gives him more money, so he can pull for more money now. Let me see if I can find.
He gets the money from other programs. Like the craziest thing is it's very ironic. He's saying that all the people from Mexico are bringing in drugs and crime and stuff, but he allocated money to the border wall from like the what fucking building is it? It's like the Defense Against Drugs.
He took
money away from the drug and narcotic defense.
Oh, I'm trying to find it.
To stop drug and narcotics. Like, it's very ironic.
All right, let me see here. I'm trying to find it right here. It says according to the White House officials, he diverted $3.6 billion from military construction projects to the wall. What else he did? Also, $2 billion from counter narcotics programs. Now he tried. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think probably 100,000 million. I mean, everyone's pretty much said this before, but like the idea is supposed to be that the wall is emblematic of like the literal divide in America. Like places like people that will perpetuate this idea of like the American dream are literally trying to keep immigrants out of the country.
Yeah, I mean that's why he's so pressed. Like because they it's been 2 years and he hasn't built that shit yet, and he's getting anxious.
But that's why I mean I say it's emblematic. You're looking for logic. You're looking for logic. Like it's gonna cure all these problems. It's not about the problems it will cure. It's about what it represents.
Yeah,
ultimately what it represents is it represents
such a national emergency, bro. He wouldn't have focused on tax cuts for the rich and cut the marginal tax rate from 35% to 21% with loopholes. Like, that nigga doesn't care about this. He don't.
Yeah. And you know he don't care anytime you got Ann Coulter coming out here taking shots at that nigga too. So
like these niggas you don't care about this shit.
So like he losing both sides now. Like I don't know what's gonna happen. Congress can't stop this. I think it can be stopped, but it takes a combination of different branches to stop it or some shit.
It takes two-thirds of the House and the Senate to override this shit.
Yeah, so they gonna have to work together to stop him from doing this. So that's pretty much it. This nigga,
considering the beginning of this whole wall thing is like so late, right? Do you think it would even be finished by the time his term is done?
Oh, of course not.
That's not. I mean, all he needs is for it to start.
So if a Democrat is elected following his presidency and he isn't given another term, the war could just be suspended. Like somebody could be like, "Nah, I'm good."
Can they? I don't know.
I'm asking you,
nigga. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm sure the Republican Party doesn't even really care for a war. They just kind of like
no, they don't. And you can sort of see that with people like Ann Coulter coming out and saying that this is stupid, right? The national Ann Coulter, the white blonde chick, and always taking shots at people. Yeah,
fuck that.
Yeah, but she even people from Fox News are getting going crazy over this. They don't really agree with it. So yeah, it's like he's taking the joke too far. Like everybody in that party understands that this is just symbolism.
Do you want to know why they doing this, Bush? Why they making such a big deal over it, the Republican?
Why?
Is because once a Democratic president is in office, they don't want that nigga to be doing what the president's doing right now. Because if he was flexing his presidential authority, it's a national emergency for the world melting in 15 years. I'm gonna take all the money away from, X, Y, and Z, and put it toward green energy, solar energy, taking contracts away from coal companies, oil companies.
They're not gonna do that shit though. The Democrats, they don't work that way. They're not gonna do that shit.
I'm just saying that they don't want that to be premise. If a Republican president could do it, then I guess we could do it too. That's why they unhappy about it. It's opening Pandora's box in a way.
Yeah, that shit blowing wide the fuck open. But that's pretty much it, man. Any other things y'all want to talk about before we get out of here, dog? Any final words? Any questions from the chat? Hello, y'all niggas quiet. Hello? Say something.
I'm waiting for you.
Most illegals come from TSA. Facts.
That's facts.
Republicans do agree with the wall. It's because he negotiated and didn't get the whole thing fully funded. That's why they're upset. Yeah. I mean, they did. He did shut down the government, and then they came to terms with paying a little bit of it. Yeah.
This nigga needs 70 billion to fucking build the wall. He only got like 1.4. Hell yeah, yo! If you want to play me on Jump Force, PS in chat.
Yeah, that nigga Marcel got that shit. I mean, as far as the weekly thirst, I'll try to do that shit. I don't have anything right now. I was running out of time and shit. I ain't really seen any interesting stories to pull out. But I'm sure there were some. I just didn't have no time to really dig and look for that shit. But yeah, I'll try to do it on a separate video, or I'll just tack it on at the back of this one. But yeah, if I don't have anything else to say, I think that's pretty much it. Make sure you like the video. Now I will take this video down and put it up on the other channel, just because this channel ain't got that many subscribers to it. I may just cut it up too. I'll probably just end up cutting it up. But like I said, go ahead and like the video. Subscribe to this channel if this is your first time here. Subscribe to this channel, because on this channel will be where we contain all the live streams. Also, you can listen to the full podcast on Spotify, SoundCloud, and iTunes, and also Google Play. That's pretty much it, man. I'm your boy Bushido Spirit. Peace out.